So Friday night I can, I guess, watch the Hawks if they're playing tonight. I think they are. Also, I can help out with the Blitz and not have to work afterwards. Usually I direct the Blitz tournament. I sit in the room and make sure everybody's playing everybody and the right color and there's no disputes and results are marked and so forth. And I do that from 7 to 8:30. I don't really feel like streaming afterwards. And also you guys are happy from Europe because I'm on, so forth. Mainly and so forth. And so forth. I don't know, it seems a little dark, but I think it's just because the wall's dark. We have a lot of lights on. Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter as long as you can see the board. Maybe it's my glasses too, because when I'm outside they get darker and it takes a while for them to not be darker. Now let me turn off chess space. I don't have to cheat this stream. Restart. No. All right, fine. Restart. It's breaking my computer. Hooray. Hello. New glasses. I mean, they're about 6 weeks old. Is that new? That sounds like somebody hasn't been watching the stream lately. If you watched the stream 2 months ago and took a break, then yeah. But if you've watched any of the YouTube videos I've made or my stream the last 6 weeks, then no. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now people know I'm streaming. I'm going to refresh. Does everything look and sound right to people? There's a lot of food over here. Karen and I just had some Thai food, and we didn't eat very much. So there's a lot left over. Yeah. Seems fine. Let's see. You are streaming, and I'm on the stream. That's right. Hey, Kangaroo. So I'll probably stream till about 6 or 6:30. Although I'm actually just going to show these games. I have 8 games to show you. So I might stream for an hour. But when the games are over, I'll be done streaming. So, probably, I'll say 5:45. I'll say the stream is going to last 2 hours and 15 minutes. But I'm just guessing because I'm going to look at the games. And then, I'll say my usual nonsense. I'm good at that. Then, obviously, frankly, tomorrow and Sunday, I do my usual. Now, tomorrow, I'm supposed to be on Chess TV from 7 to 9. They moved me from 9 to 11 to 7 to 9 because of the Chess Bros wanted 9 to 11. However, we're having a memorial service for Karen's dad. He died probably about 8 months ago. 7 months ago, something like that. And I don't know when that's going to end, but we think it's going to end between 7 and 7:30. So I'm going to tell them to make my Chess TV time 8 to 9 instead of 7 to 9. And then I'll probably stream like 8 to 11, something like that. And then for the first time ever, my Sunday Chess TV time starts 7 to 9. So technically throughout the rest of time, in perpetuity, 7 to 9 Saturday, 7 to 9 Sunday, and 9 to 11 Tuesday is when I'm on Chess TV. I have an extra 2 hours now. That's like one day for Hikaru, 6 hours. Looks good, sounds good, yeah, etc. Finegold RAR, good handle. Yeah. Etc. Oh, it says just chatting because that's what it said last stream. Yeah, I forgot to change that because I never change it. Yeah, I've never changed it before. So I changed it last night and then I forgot that I did because I was just chatting yesterday. All right, well, it's changed. If you refresh, it'll say chests. Yeah. Although I do chat a lot. Yeah. Okay, so what I decided to do, since it was alliterative, is show my favorite games that I'm trying to show games I've never shown before. And probably of the 8 games, you've seen bits of 1 or 2 of them. But you've never seen any of the whole games. Never. You've only seen bits. And I think 6 of them, you've never seen any of it. So I found games between 1982 and 1990. And then I put my age next to my name in each game, so you can see how old I was. Okay, so this game was played in Michigan when I was 12, maybe at the Michigan Open. And thanks, Mr. Hardbiz, for the sub. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so let's, and Kara might come in and say hi later. We're putting up pictures in the hallway of the world champions that were donated by someone. They were framed black and white pictures. And he also included Morphe. And then he didn't include, which I agree with, the world champions following the Kasparov short match, which FIDE didn't recognize. So there's other world champions like Ponomaryov, Halifman, Topalov. There's another one, like Topalov being world champion is reasonable, but the other one wasn't. Who was it? Ponomaryov, Halifman, and who? I already forgot. Who's the third one that obviously had... Oh, Kazim Zhanov, right. So we didn't include... In fact, we didn't include Topalov. When I say we, he didn't send a picture of him. I thought... Oh, so Kramnik... Okay, so when Topalov was the FIDE champion, nobody recognized the FIDE champions because they were having knockout events and it was silly. And then Topalov played Kramnik. Kramnik was the Kasparov world champion in the succession of Kasparov, and Topalov was the FIDE champion. And when they played, everybody recognized the winner, and then that was it. So Kramnik won. So Topalov technically was never world champion. He was the FIDE world champion. He wasn't in the succession of Kasparov. And most people that are grandmasters and super grandmasters don't recognize, that Halifman and Kazim Zhanov and Ponomaryov are world champions. Now, Topalov is considered a world champion, although he's still in that succession line. He's not somebody who won reunification matches after Kasparov short. After Kasparov short, there were 2 world champions. There was whatever happened with Kasparov, which most people considered the world champion. Then FIDE said no, so FIDE started having their own world championships. So Karpov was world champion again after Kasparov played short. And then they had these knockout events like the World Cup, but the winner was the world champion. So the world champion was decided by like Rapid and Blitz. And those were won by Halifman, Kazim Zhanov, and Ponomaryov. Then Topalov won a tournament, I think. I don't think he won those knockouts, but maybe I'm wrong. This is all a long time ago. And then when they reunited, because it feels so good, it was Topalov and Kramnik. Kramnik won in Fischer style, because he forfeited a game just like Fischer did. Then Kramnik was the world champion, and he was recognized by everybody. FIDE or the Kasparov line, doesn't matter. There was only one world champion then. Then Anand beat Kramnik, if I remember correctly, which I don't. And then Anand was world champion forever. He kept winning. He won a match against Gelfand, although they drew the match, and then he won the playoff. And he won a match against Topalov. And he won a couple tournaments to decide world champions and so forth. And then Carlsen, and that's it. And we also have one. So if you count Steinitz as world champion 1, and you don't count the fake world champions when Kasparov played short, then it's Kasparov, Kramnik, Anand, Carlsen. That's the order of the real world champions. Anyway, those are the pictures he sent. So we could only put up the pictures he sent. If he sent a picture of Topalov, we probably would have put it up. But Topalov is the only fake world champion that I consider to be a reasonable world champion. Like, he could be world champion, that's fine. But the other ones, come on, frankly ridiculous. Yeah. JL Sandin subscribed. Go me. Rubber Duck Army subscribed. Mine Bullet subscribed. Man, these are great. If you hear banging, that's because it's ladies' night. No, that's because we're putting the pictures up, and by we I mean anybody but me, of the world champions. So if anybody comes to the chess club occasionally, you will notice world champions in the hallway. Mr. Hardbiz subscribed, which I probably mentioned already. Have Faith subscribed. Hooray. Okay. All right, Kelly gifted 5 subs. Hooray. That's more money than his usual $9.99, which I also like. And then Dobragab subscribed. Hooray. And all 5 videos are now out on the Queen C2 Nimzo Wendy on the Chess Center YouTube page, channel. They came out over a 4-day period, etc. Okay, so I was 12 years old, and I remember the end of this game, but I won't tell you why. But you'll know why when I show you the end of the game. Usually when I was like 10, 11, 12, 13, I may remember that I played somebody, but I don't remember the end of the game. But this one I do. And I've never shown this game. Now remember, I'm 12, so be nice. I'm not playing so well. Although I haven't done a game report on any of these games, so we'll see how badly I played when I was a kid. This is in chronological order, and so I'm 12, and so forth. In the last game, I'm 20. Okay. Now, the Michigan Open games, the Michigan Open is always held the end of August, beginning of September. So my birthday is September 6th. So if I'm 12, I'm going to be 13 in like a few days, or sometimes it even goes over my birthday. I think Labor Day is on my birthday this year. I think so. And then if it's a U.S. Open game, that's in August, and my birthday's in September. So when it says an age, I'm going to be older pretty soon. Oh, no, he didn't subscribed. 1982? That's when this game was played, right? Yeah. Your handle is ONO1982, and this game was played in 1982. Frankly, delicious. Yeah. So when I was 12, I was 2000. So I was at least 2000 this game. I don't think I was ever 2100 until I was 13. So I must have been in the 2000s. Okay. So I'm white. I used to play the English a lot as a kid, and then I never played it. The only thing interesting about this game is the end. Okay, it says I'm better. It says I'm playing well, too. Like, the engine likes what I'm doing. So I'm playing well so far. It says I'm +1. Man, it likes a lot of the moves that I'm making. I guess I was good when I was 12, and then it all went downhill. Put it in H. It doesn't say that's horrible. It just says it's not the best, but it still likes white's position. Never play F6. Man, I didn't realize that always retreat when I was 12. All the best moves are retreating moves, but I played here, which doesn't make a lot of sense because his knight's coming F5, so not sure why I did that. And I castle. Wow. I'm still better here? Okay, now it says equal. Yeah. Now, always retreat. Okay, that's actually a reasonable move. Okay. Now, he played king f7, which is nonsensical. All right. Now, if you doubt that I was 12 years old when this game was played, you will not doubt it anymore after you see my next move. This is a move I would play today in a bullet game. Maybe in a blitz game. I doubt it. But never in a slow game. But I was 12. So, yeah. That's right, Kangaroo. Yeah. G4. Yeah, the engine says it's okay. Still says it's equal. Okay, now he made a very bad move. Bishop takes c3. That's a terrible move. Yeah, now I have his two bishops, and his best piece is gone. Yeah. Now I have a big advantage, it says. I played c5, which the engine doesn't mention, and now says it's equal. But again, I was 12, so that's how I played. Bishop c4. Yeah, now he can play b5, and he's better. I mean, b5 is just really obvious. But he played this, and I played bishop here. He played rook e4, which is a mistake. So when I played bishop f4, I knew that rook e4 was a mistake, although he's still fine. But I'm sure that he didn't see bishop takes c7. But actually, this is fine for him. Queen c8. He can't take my bishop because d6 check wins his queen. And then queen d3. He took a check. That's correct. Bishop g3 is correct. And once again, he should play b5, and he's better, or king g7. He played king g7. Now it says it's equal. Thanks, mainly frankly, for subscribing. Not enough Rars today. It's true. Pick a Huna burger. That's that Hawaiian burger joint. Thanks, R.A. Kelly, $9.99. Yeah, R. Kelly loves 12-year-olds, if you know what I mean. Yeah, R.A. Kelly, different. Okay. Rook AE1. Yeah, it says that I have a bad position here. Bishop F5. Queen E2. It still says I have a bad position. Rook E4. And then I sack my queen. This isn't why I remember the game. Like, even now, I would rather have white here. And the engine says black's like 1.5 up. This seems difficult for black to me, but all right. Okay, that move is not the best. It still says he's better. Okay, that move is triple question mark, and now he's lost. It's funny because that move seems pretty natural. Like, if you never play rook e8, how are you ever going to get your rook active? Yeah, it says after queen c6, he's better, and after rook d8 or f5, it's equal. I would definitely want white here, like now. Two bishops. His pieces are all terrible. I have a pass pawn on the 6th rank. That's okay, now it says it's equal no matter what he does. It says all his best moves are equal, but I'd rather have white. This is a blunder, and now I'm winning. Takes. Rook d1. Yeah, now it says I'm +7. Oh, damn. Yeah, if he plays queen d7, I play bishop e6. And then, as Joel Benjamin would say, it's a girl. He double attacked me. That's actually a mistake. I should play bishop b3. In fact, why I didn't play bishop b3, I don't know. Why didn't I play bishop b3? Why did I play here? That's dumb. Oh, then he blundered. Yeah, he has to play queen d7 here. Bishop b4. Oh, I'm still winning after queen d7. So he has to play knight h6, and then after d7, play knight f7. And then I win his knight, and the engine says I'm much better. That's got to be winning a rook and two bishops against that bad king. He played this crazy move. Yeah, that's just totally crazy. Yeah, now I played really nice move. Now, there's two moves that incredibly win. Incredibly. But I played the nicer one and I played the one you wouldn't see. Because the obvious move is bishop d6. But my move is not bishop d6. And I still save my pawn. JDH1217 subscribed. That's correct. Whiplash and Centipede. Yeah. Rook e1. Yeah. Yeah, he can't take my pawn because bishop b5 or bishop d1 check wins the queen. Yeah. And now he made a mistake. But if he plays king e8, I'm +8. Yeah. Okay, and this is why I remember the game. because of this next move that I remember playing this move. And this is the only time in my life in a slow game I've done this, I think. Yeah, in a slow game, this is the only time I've done this. And I've played a lot of slow games. I've probably played 4,000 slow games, USCF or FIDE rated. But I've never done it. That's right, BDG 48266. I just did it because it was funny. It's the same as making a queen. Yeah, I made a bishop. 3 bishops. What else? The engine says making a bishop or a queen is the same. It's equally good. And obviously, if he takes either way, I win his queen with a bishop check. Yeah. So he resigned here. That's right. Yeah. Naka would have made a knight. Right. You're asking me when I was 12 if I asked the director for an extra bishop? No, I think I just walked around and found a bishop, then I gave it back. That's probably what I did. Yay. Yeah, that was a slow rated game. All right, let's see how badly I played when I was 12. When I was 17, I had some very good beer. With a fake ID, my name was Brian McGee. I stayed up listening to Queen when I was... Well, I played 94.1. And he played 84.1. 1 blunder, 1 mistake, 1 inaccuracy, 0 missed wins, 18 best moves. Okay, good. I guess if I'm 12 and I'm playing 94, that's about all I can ask for. They didn't have 12-year-old grandmasters when I was 12. When I was 12, I was considered pretty good, and I was like 2,000. Man, harsh. Now, if you're 2,000 and you're 12, they won't even take your application at McDonald's. Like, get out of here. Yeah, because you're 12. Let's see. 74%. It's a chess tournament, so you just walk around and find a bishop. Yeah. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. In pen or pencil? No, nobody uses a pencil. It's better than computers played then. In 82, a computer played at the U.S. Open and was over. It was about 2,000 something. So yeah, that's like the best computer in the world in 82 was probably slightly better than me. Maybe. Close. Yeah. It's close. I played like a computer when I was 12, as long as, the computers. Okay, next game I'm also 12, and this was played at the Michigan Open. And this game I announced mate out loud, and I was wrong. But when I say I was wrong, I assumed my opponent wouldn't give all his pieces away, that he would avoid that, which he did. He said, I don't see it. And then we kept playing, and then he said, okay, now I see it. He was a good sport. Now, you may recognize, what if you make a mistake in your notation? Terrible. Okay. No, I'm talking about the supercomputers, Bonarici. They were also 2000 something. Okay, so let's see in the audience who the smartest is or who uses Google the quickest. Why do you know the name Jim Marfia? I mean, you don't know the name Jim Marfia, but if you did know the name, why would you know it? Let's see if anybody knows who he is. Because I Googled it. Yeah, exactly. Because I Googled it. That's right. The Doors, Jimmy Hoffa, Fries, no clue. Terrible. Okay, if you own a copy of Zurich 53, the famous Bronstein book, if you open it up now, it'll say translated by Jim Marfia, because he speaks Russian. He's not Russian, he's born in Michigan. Lived in Michigan his whole life, but he speaks Russian. I guess he took Russian in school. I don't know. And he's like 2200 at chess. So he translated some books from Russian into English. Zurich 53 being the most famous. Yeah. That's right. Translated by Jim Marfia. Yeah, and he was about 2200. And I was, 2000 something. Yeah. Good. Never looked at the translator. Boo. Yeah. Okay, so this is one of my favorite games from when I was a kid. It was a Petrov. I used to play the Petrov a lot. All right, still theory. And I played check. And he put it in F, King F1. Confusing the audience. All right, so it says we're playing pretty well so far. It's not complaining. It says black is fine. It likes knight c6. Okay, it says it's about equal. Pretty good game so far. It doesn't like that move. Okay, now it says it's okay. I could play knight d5 also. Still about equal. It doesn't like bishop a6 check. Now it says he's still better, but he's up a pawn, but obviously his game looks a little silly. Yay, I was young then, so I played aggressive. Let's see, who's texting me? My daughter is really nice, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's good. My daughter's texting me about her college stuff. Good. Yeah, she's going to go to Wayne State University in Detroit, where I went, my dad went, Wes went. Okay, so it says he's up a pawn, and I have not as much compensation. I put it in H, that's good. Always retreat. Okay, still says he's better. Doesn't like that move. It wants him to play bishop e5. Doesn't like that move. Wants me to take with a pawn. Okay, it still says he's better. Likes that. Likes that. Says that's good. That's good. And that's a mistake. And now I'm better. You should take my bishop, it says. Now it says it's equal. Want me to play queen f6. Put it in H. Okay. So in this position, he should play either h4 or king g2 and it's equal. And this is where he made the losing move. Oh, he did play h4. I'm sorry. It's the next move was the losing move. Yeah. Now he should play h5. But he played rook d5, which is a blunder. If he plays h5 or queen takes c7, it's about equal. Yeah. Now it's black to play and win. Go me. Roger Federer for the win subscribed. Yeah. At the Rensen. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so I played queen h4 exclamation mark. And the reason he played rook d5 was to play rook h5. Yeah, but that loses. Although after queen h4, he's losing anyway. Once he says A, he must say B. Now, for somebody 2200, this is a bad mistake, rook d5 to h5, for psychological reasons. So what I mean is, if you play rook d5 and your opponent takes on h4, that means they saw rook h5 and they're not afraid of it. Or it means they didn't see rook h5 and, I shouldn't be 2000 if I didn't see rook h5. A lot of people assume their opponent blundered when they set a trap, but if somebody falls into your trap, it could be they just saw more than you. Now here, I only have one move. If I don't play the winning move, I can resign. So he should have analyzed this, and if he'd analyzed it for like 2 or 3 minutes, he wouldn't have played rook d5 to h5. On the other hand, he could have been in time trouble. I don't remember. He's in time trouble. I barely blame him. Hypernator 3000 subscribed. Yeah. Did you see rook a4? What? Yeah, so I played this, and I said mate in 7. And it's only mate in 7 if he plays the way I thought he would play. If he doesn't want to get mated, he can just lose his g-pawn with check and his rook and, resign. But yeah, it's not mate in 7. So take. Now he could play king e2 and just lose. I take his pawn with check. I take on h5. Ridiculous. So he plays here if he wants to be up a rook. Yeah. And yeah, if he plays king c6, queen b6 is mate. Yeah, and then he said, now I see it. So if he plays a king here, queen d6 is mate. King here, queen b6 is mate. If he plays king a5, I can go here, then here. Or I can go here, then here. Probably I would have gone here, then here, because then his king's on a6. That's funnier. So in this position, he resigned. Hooray for me. Bork, runtime error in ChessBase. Okay. Isn't ChessBase closed? I think ChessBase is closed. Go ChessBase, ruining my stream. ChessBase isn't even open. Oh, damn. Thanks, ChessBase. Yeah. Ben doesn't understand rook a4 sage. All right. Yeah, somebody needs to be banned. Yeah, because a lot of the books I read when I was a kid were from, 100 years ago, and people announced mate then. DAFL or 1 or I00 subscribed. Hooray. No, nobody announced mate when I did. I just didn't know. Yeah. All right, let's see how badly I played. The more badly I played, the more money I get donated for lessons. I've never analyzed these games with, with engines and game reports, so very embarrassing. Man, I see a lot of red. The red's his, though. So I played 89.3, and he played 76.7. 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, 0 missed wins. I'll take it. And he made 2 blunders and 1 inaccuracy. All right. I'll take that. I'm not going to complain too much. Now, this game, you may have seen the game, maybe, because I've shown, and you may have seen the end of the game. I've probably shown the end of the game at least 5 times. This was played in the 82 U.S. Open. Funnily enough, Jim Marfia, the guy that I just beat, wrote a book on this tournament and included this game. I think you can still buy the book. I don't know. It's written in 82. Trying to learn 200 centidues. Hooray. Yeah. Yeah, I was 12, but I turned 13 next month. Yeah, that's funny. Jim Marfia wrote a book on this tournament. It's a tiny book. It has a white cover, and it says 1982 U.S. Open. If you have that book, which you don't, then my game with him is... Yeah, okay. So I was white. Yeah, and the idea of knight e2 is to try to trap the knight. Oh, give me the knight. Yeah, knight c5 is not a good move. 2 knight. So, obviously when I'm 12, I'm going to play e6, but the engine says e6 is the best move. So, but obviously I'm 12. Like in Blitz and Bullet, I'm playing e6 without thinking, because thinking is not my strong suit. But when I'm 12, I'm playing it in slow chess too. Yeah, the engine likes my position a lot. Yeah, it prefers knight f3 to bishop d3. Wow, it says g5 is the best move. God damn. Man, if my opponent played g5, I'd be pretty happy, but the engine says that's the best, and it's equal. g5? Wow. Yeah, he played a normal move. Ridiculous. Still wants to play g5. Now it likes white. Good, good. Yeah, I'm not as bad as I play. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like queen b6. Likes that. Yeah, likes the way I'm playing. Yeah, now he made a mistake. He decided to win a pawn again. That loses immediately. But it says I'm +2 here. Yeah, my knight defends my queen, for those of you who are confused, which is most of you. It says he should take my queen, because it knows that here I'm going to win. So then he's only down a piece. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have a high number this game. It likes the way I played. Yeah. So I've shown this position on my stream and in videos before, but usually I didn't show the part leading up to it. Oh yeah, I've analyzed this game. I do have that book. Good job. Chessbra subscribed. Chessbra, I played this game before you were born. Rawr. 1982 U.S. Open, my first U.S. Open in St. Paul, Minnesota. Now, let me tell you a funny story. The U.S. Open in the 70s and 80s, sometimes it was really strong and sometimes it wasn't. This was easily the weakest U.S. Open of all time. Easily. Easy. 82 U.S. Open. They had over 500 participants, but there were only 2 grandmasters. Ow. The grandmasters were Bisgeier and Soltis. So the first game I'm showing games when I was 12. I played 94, and the second game I played 89. So far, so good. This game I probably played better. And then there were 3 IMs. Very weak tournament, but I was 2000. All right, so this is the end of my game with this 1800. Mm-hmm. I'm 12 years old. Yeah, this was in St. Paul, Minnesota, your favorite city.
Mm-hmm. Hey, there's Chessbra.
Have you been there?
Yes, but only briefly.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything there.
What was Bisgeier rated in 1982? Chessbra, Bisgeier in 82 was old. So, I mean, it's hard to believe, but it's true. No, I mean, probably Soltis was 2520 USCF, and probably Bisgeier was 2450 USCF. Those were the 2 highest rated players in this tournament, the U.S. Open. Now, the reason I'm saying the 82 was the weakest, 83 was the strongest. All right, for $1 trillion, go Karen, we need the money. Where was the 83 U.S. Open for chess? I'll give you the state, and you give me the city. Say... Yeah, California. It's not going to help very much.
I don't know.
Pasadena.
All right.
Now, Pasadena, California U.S. Open had 20 grandmasters. And what was supposed to happen, if you remember, since most of you weren't born, you don't remember, there was supposed to be a candidates match between Kasparov and Korchnoi in 1983. And the Soviet Union said, "Ish, don't think so," because they forgot they were Russians. They thought they were Germans. And Korchnoi showed up, and Kasparov didn't. They knew Kasparov wasn't showing up because the Soviets refused to play in America. And Kuznecov was the arbiter, and Kasparov didn't show up for game 1, so he just forfeited him for the match. He said, well, he's not going to show up ever. He's not here. I'm not going to forfeit him, 5 games and wait. No. Okay, so Korchnoi was working with Yasser, and Korchnoi and Yasser decided to play in the U.S. Open because they were there. Mm-hmm. And they took a half-point buy in round 1 because it was sort of coinciding. And when I say it was there, it wasn't where the U.S. Open was. It was somewhere else, where the playing site was. I don't know. Anyway, so they played in the U.S. Open. And then a lot of people played. People who were going to watch the Korchnoi-Kasparov match. As you all know, in 84, the match was rescheduled. Now, I think if I was Korchnoi, I would have a good argument that I don't have to play that match. I won the match. But Korchnoi's like, all right. So Korchnoi played Kasparov in 84 in London, and Korchnoi won the first game with black. And then it was bad. By the way, as an aside, as you know, in the World Trade Center, which Anand played Kasparov, I believe 1995, but I could be wrong. I'm not wrong. Mm-hmm. They drew the first 8 games, and then Anand won game 9. So none was ahead, and then that is it. Then he got beat, like, nobody ever got beat worse. He lost like 4 or 5 games after and didn't win any. So I don't know what happened after game 9. God damn. Yeah, the 83 U.S. Open was really strong. Thanks, trying not to learn for the sub. I haven't seen you in a while. And now, let me explain something to you guys. The U.S. Open is always in August, because I said so. And occasionally, the USCF has a meeting and says, what's the worst site for the U.S. Open? And they have a long talk, and they figure it out, and they have it there, right? So in 85, they had it in Hollywood, Florida. It was 1 million degrees with relative humidity 1 billion. In 83, it was in Pasadena. Do you know how hot it is in Pasadena in August? Hot. So every day's triple digits, every day, in Pasadena and in Hollywood, Florida. Also, I didn't go to this, but I'm not kidding. It's not a joke. I'm going to say 1978, and I could be like 10 years off. The U.S. Open was in Phoenix. I'm scared thinking about it. Now we got Karen here. Karen, have you been to Phoenix in August?
No.
Yeah, don't do that. You know how you always say you're cold?
Yeah.
You're not going to say you're cold.
I like it hot.
No, you don't like it that hot. No.
I like to sweat a little.
You don't like when it's 118 degrees. You don't like it.
Probably not.
Nobody
But
likes
I
it.
like it pretty hot.
Now this is not a joke. Anybody who's been to Phoenix will back me up.
Hey, try not to learn.
Watch this backing up on the. Look at, you waiting for the
I
back
am,
up?
but I'm trying to say hey to people. Hey, frankly, go.
Yeah.
You an email.
Thanks, Shawang S.C. Wang. In July and August in Phoenix, when people park their car, this isn't a joke. They try to park in the shade. They park near a tree.
I do that.
They don't. You do it here?
Yeah.
No. And also, they have these things in their car, which I've also seen here, but everybody in Phoenix where, like they block the sun when they park.
I used to have one of those.
Yeah.
It's just shade.
I'm in Phoenix. Yeah, 118, even worse than Kelvin. Yeah.
I'm sure it's too hot for me too.
The heat makes it hard to breathe in Phoenix. Now, I was in Phoenix every year in the summer because they had chess camps and they hired me. I was also in, not Phoenix, it's next to Phoenix. Tempe, right? Is Tempe next to Phoenix? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, that's Phoenix. We were driving, me and Randy, going to eat, and there was a guy jogging on the side of the road, and it was like 119.
Squire says at least
Yeah.
it's dry heat.
That guy's alive probably. And when I was in Phoenix once, one of the summers I went, the radio was on because it was so long ago where there's a radio, right? And the guy said, this is the record for number of 110 plus days in succession in Phoenix. It was like 25. 25 days in a row, 110 plus. And when I was driving with somebody else, Robert Tanner, he said, my car's never said this temperature. His car said it was 124. He said, my car's never said that. Obviously, car's wrong, but he said it never said 124 before. Then there was a guy I knew from Boston. I'll think of his name later in the stream. I can't think of it now. And he was big like me, but probably bigger. And he's from Boston. He moved to Phoenix for chess, and he doesn't have air conditioning in his car. And he's bigger than me. You live in Phoenix, don't have air conditioning in your car, and you weigh over 300. I don't know how he's alive. That's crazy. Yeah. Right. That record's been broken 20 times by now. Is he alive? I doubt it. Yeah.
Well, I didn't get to say hey to people, but hello. And yes, karaoke bowler.
Why no air conditioning in his car? A lot of cars didn't have air conditioning before 1990. A lot of cars didn't. He lived in Boston, so he literally didn't care.
Hey, move the microphone.
Me? Move where? Here?
Yeah. I'm not saying
But you're so loud.
in case I did say
Did all the pictures get put up, or they're still working?
She did 3, and then she's on break right now.
Huh?
And she's going to finish it when she gets back.
Yeah. That's right. Let me explain carburetors to you guys. Okay, what movie am I? I'm going to give a sub to a non-sub. If you're not a sub and answer the question, I'm going to give you a sub. And you'll get $1 trillion. Okay, ready? You can answer too.
I'm not going to know.
The car was made before 1975, so it doesn't need a carburetor. It runs on regular gas. You guys don't know this in the U.S., but in the 70s and before, there was regular gas and there was unleaded gas. Regular was cheaper. They don't have regular gas anymore. Everything's unleaded. I think he said it was before carburetors. So is that what he said? I think so.
I've lost track of what the question is.
Yeah, me too.
That I can
what
win
movie
$1 trillion
did the
for.
guy say this car was built before 1975, so it runs good on regular gas because no carburetors needed? What movie was it?
Oh, I'm not going to know.
And, not before carburetors. Man, your spelling of carburetors is close. It's one T. You got the rest of it right. How did you get the rest of it right? How did you spell carburetors wrong with 2 T's? That's the easy part. The other parts you did were the hard parts. All right, we have a correct answer, but the guy's already a sub. All right, there's the right answer. Yeah. The Blues Brothers. Shit. Yeah. Gift a subscription. Yeah. All right, so let me tell you what happened, Karen.
Mm-hmm.
John Belushi's in jail, and his time's up. He's getting out. So he gets picked up by Dan Aykroyd. He gets in the car, and the car's ass.
Can you click close?
Yeah, and the car's ass. And he says, "Where's the Cadillac? Where's the caddy?" And he says, "I sold it." "You sold the caddy? What did you get?" He says, "I sold it for a microphone." And he goes, "Oh, okay." And so forth. No, carburetor has 1 T. Stop spelling with 2 T's or you're banned. Oh, you're right. He did say catalytic converter. I am confusing carburetor and catalytic converter. Mm-hmm. Yeah, before catalytic converters. That's right. It's a Wonderful Life. God damn. One of Karen's favorites is in It's a Wonderful Life. She'll tell you.
That movie? Yeah, I love that movie.
Yeah, one of your favorite persons.
Oh, Jimmy Stewart?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah. That's possibly my mom's favorite movie. Possibly.
Really?
Possibly. She also likes Wuthering Heights, which I've never seen.
I've seen that.
Yeah, she likes both of those movies a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Laurence Olivier.
I
I can't remember who played the female.
The female?
Catherine or Kathy. I can't remember who played her.
In It's a Wonderful Life?
No.
In what?
Wuthering Heights.
Oh.
Olivier played the male lead.
Rear Window was great. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Rear Window.
Now everybody's spelling carburetors with 2 T's just to get me. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Jimmy Stewart. Mm-hmm. He's good. He's good in everything. He plays a good bad guy,
Kate
too.
Bush wrote this song after seeing the movie, not the book. Interesting.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Karen likes Kate Bush more than you do. Whoever you are.
Yeah, I probably do. But I didn't know that.
Go carburetors. Yeah.
The book is great.
Emily Bronte.
One of the Brontes wrote it.
North by Northwest is very good. That's not Jimmy Stewart, but yeah. You're just naming a Hitchcock movie for no reason. Yeah. That's Cary Grant and James what? Mason. And...
Hey, Super Beckett.
I can't think of the woman's name or the other guy's name.
In which movie?
North by Northwest.
Oh, wasn't it Cary Grant?
Cary Grant and James Mason I named.
Oh.
There's 2 other people I didn't name. There's a woman, and then there's the other guy who's like the henchman of James Mason.
It wasn't Joan Fontaine, was it?
No.
Eva
Marie Saint, I agree.
Oh,
Eva Marie
okay.
Saint is correct. No, not Tippi Hedren. It was Eva Marie Saint. I said James Mason. Who's James Mason's lickspittle? That guy's a very famous actor. Come on. Who is it? I just can't think of his name. He was also in Rounders. He was the professor that gave Matt Damon 10 grand. Same guy. Anybody? Anyone? Come on. He was also made fun of in Family Guy. He was eating with Stewie, and he kept spitting out his food. They made fun of him, and yeah. Oh, you guys are so bad. Come on, look on the internet. Martin Landau, thank you. Yeah. Martin Landau is James Mason's Lickspittle. Martin Landau pretends to shoot James Mason to show him that there's blanks in the gun. Mm-hmm. That's the way he shows him, by pretending to shoot him. And then James Mason punches him in the face because he thought he was going to shoot him. It's like, what's happening? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Which was all stolen, and It's Always Sunny because it shoots you in the face to get a shot. People want to get shot in the face. Remember they had a big gun and the little gun?
I don't remember that episode. Sorry.
Yeah, that's where they got the big.
One where I fell asleep.
They got the big-breasted women, and then they stole each other's ideas for big-breasted women and for guns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that episode.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, your big-breasted woman's even better than ours. Very good." Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tess with Evie, how's it going?
Right, and not only that, Ken West, James Mason wrote an article, which I've seen, on the Wild 7 position on ICC, the King in 3 versus King in 3, and he only has one mistake. The article's perfect. One mistake out of a lot. So that's pretty good for them.
I like trying to learn.
Yeah. Yeah, James Mason wasn't as bad as he played. Okay, so I finished him off. I played Bishop B6 check, as was the style at the time. He played the only legal move. Then he played the only legal move again. He could block with his queen, but that would be shallow and pedantic. Now, I have several forced mates here, but I played this one. The reason is, the only logical way to stop mate is rook a7, and then I play queen here mate, because the rook's on a7. And then, obviously, he could play some crazy moves, like queen b4 giving his queen away, or king here giving all of his pieces away, etc. Queen takes g2. Yeah, so he resigned here. Hooray! Yeah. Right, there's a lot of forced wins. Queen c7's also good. And then bishops, this is another win. This is a really silly win. Then you play here, because the queen's defending this, so you can't take the rook, and you're threatening that. And then if he takes that rook, this is mate. It's stupid. Yeah. If you defend the mate this way, now you just take the queen with mate, because that rook keeps blocking the king. It's weird how that happens. Anyway, I don't know if I played well. What I do know is that's good. Mm-hmm. That is very good. Okay, so bishop c6, and we have to delete this. I think I played really well this game based on what the engine was saying. This game I might have played in the high 90s, because every move I made, the engine was like the #1 move. So, yeah, this was when I was 12 years and 11 months old. I had a really bad tournament, too, but this was a good game. The rest of the tournament I forgot, because it was terrible. Frankly, terrible. And what I remember about that tournament, yay, 97.9. Mm-hmm. Pretty good for 12. And then he played 51. See, 1800s play 51 in slow chess, but on the internet, in 3 minutes, they play 96. Exactly. Yay. Now, I have a funny story about that tournament. We went to a baseball game. It was the Twins.
Yeah.
And it was either the first or second year of this really scary stadium they had. What was it called? What was the scary stadium in Minnesota? They don't even have it anymore. And the reason it was scary was it was really steep. Like, you could easily fall down and die. Easy. And I think somebody did.
Metrodome.
Yeah. That might have happened. I was 12 and I was actually scared. I'm like, if we like take a wrong turn, we're just gonna die. It wasn't built for safety in mind. Yeah, I didn't like that. Yeah, the Metrodome. That doesn't exist anymore, right? Yeah, that was scary. MetLife. I don't think MetLife existed in 82. The Metrodome was imploded. Yeah, good. I didn't. Now, was that the one where the roof fell in? There was a stadium where the roof collapsed because of snow or something. I don't know.
Hey,
Unless I'm making it up.
How's it going, Thaddeus?
It was reconstructed. It's a lot nicer. The snow. Yeah, they agree. The roof came down. Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Viking Stadium. Boo, boo. I was here. Well, you're always there. Hole in the roof. Perfect. There's a baseball stadium. Tell me if this has changed. Because I'm not kidding. And in fact, it could be the same one. There's a baseball stadium, which possibly still exists now, or it could be that one, where if you hit a fly ball high enough, it can hit the roof. And it has. Is that one, or was it another one, or am I making it up? I'm pretty sure I'm not making it up.
Do you have a James Mason impression?
No. That's Houston. The Astrodome. Dave Kingman did that. That was in Tampa. What? Why would Tampa have a roof? It's 90 degrees every day. Man, this guy's agreeing. Tropicana.
Maybe air conditioning.
Oh, it was the Trope in Tampa. Yeah, you hit and it hits the roof. That's not good. Like, what's the ruling? The ruling is let's get a new stadium. Yeah.
We have that same problem when we play ping pong in our basement.
That's right. Galodian 2000 sub, thank you. Now, in the old Tiger Stadium, they have Comerica Park now, if you didn't get the right seats, you'd sit behind a girder and you couldn't see. Like the things that hold, they don't do that now, but in Tiger Stadium, you'd be like, I can't see the game, there's things in my way. Like all over the stadium.
At least the ball can't hit you.
Very suspicious. Yeah. Gotta have air conditioning. Man, we didn't have air conditioning in Detroit. It happened in Astrodome and Tampa. Now, I could be wrong. I thought when Dallas got the new stadium or new roof, you could kick high enough a punt that it would hit the roof sometimes. Did I make that up? It sounds like something I would make up. If you want to see a funny scene where you play pool in a room that's too small, Seinfeld. They put a pool table in George's old room, and that's the Maestro episode. So the Maestro had a conducting, wand, so they used that to shoot pool because it was, yeah.
I didn't remember that part.
That's very funny. Yeah. It could hit the big screen. Kingman hit a ball through a drainage pipe in the roof. You're wrong. That's not how you spell your. You could hit the scoreboard, the screens. Hi, Karen.
Hey, Catface.
I was at a Tigers game at Tiger Stadium. Cecil Fielder, not Prince Fielder, Cecil Fielder. By the way, we should have a poll of who's fatter, Prince Fielder or Cecil Fielder. Father and son. They don't talk to each other because I think Cecil has a gambling problem. But
I don't know who they are.
Oh, they're really good. They're the two fattest guys ever. And they hit 1 million RBIs. I mean, they're both retired, but Cecil Fielder's been retired for 30 years. And I was at Tiger Stadium. Cecil Fielder hit a fly ball into deep left. It was foul, and it went out of the stadium. And I was like, well, where'd the ball go? It just left. Cecil Fielder was 1 million pounds, and once a year he would try to steal second. That didn't work out. Prince Fielder actually has stolen second. Also, I think Prince Fielder's a vegan, even though he's like 1,000 pounds.
Hey, Man Moth.
Yeah.
How's it going?
This guy made a crease joke, taking your pants off. Yeah. See this Frankly a Go-Go? The Maestro didn't wear pants in his office because he wanted to keep the crease good, so he would...
Oh, hang him up.
So he just was in his underwear. Yeah.
I'd forgotten. I haven't seen that episode in a while.
Yeah, Prince Fielder There was a famous play where he legged it out to third because he's so big. Cecil Fielder also big. He didn't do that. Yeah, he ate second. Yeah.
How long have we been doing the scholastic chess?
We've been doing it. It'll be 4 years in September.
Yeah, as kids and adults, somewhat of a misnomer.
Mm-hmm.
All the names were taken. I don't watch a lot of TV bowler.
Lance Parrish was good.
What's my favorite TV show?
You?
I don't really have one.
What do you think?
Does it have to be a current one? I don't even watch any TV shows right now. Other than Sunny.
Man, you don't... Yeah, there's not a TV show you're like, yay, that TV show was on. You never,
I don't watch...
Yeah,
I was like that about Louie.
What? Yeah, you liked Louie.
I was like that
You
about
you
Louie.
liked some show in the 50s.
Huh?
Gunsmoke, Bonanza, something.
I mean, that show...
What show am I talking about?
Went into the 70s. I wouldn't...
What show am I talking about?
Gunsmoke, but I mean, that was a million years
Gunsmoke?
ago.
That's the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
I
no.
wouldn't say that like one of my best of all time. That was definitely top 20, though. Top 20.
Yeah, I think only Louie was the one you were like, yeah, I can watch Louie. I don't think anything else you...
Yeah, I don't really
You
watch
barely
a lot of
care
TV.
other than that.
Yeah, I don't really care
Yeah.
about it. Thelonious, what are you doing?
How often did Ben use the Greensboro Gambit? Often.
How's it going, Thelonious?
Man, for a guy who's not in Greensboro, you're talking about Greensboro. Oh, snap. 2 times over subscribed. 2 dimes. 20. Thanks for the sub.
Poker at Mike Cummers tonight.
That's funny.
Really?
Probably.
Who is UB Killer? Is it somebody?
I don't know,
you
but I've played poker at my Cummers often.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a fun experience.
Hey, do we know you, Killer?
Well, yeah. Obviously, we know him. UB Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Bartolo Colon. So Bartolo Colon was like 900 pounds, and he was a pitcher, and he was great athlete. He would make great pitcher plays. Like if there was he was great, even though he was biggest guy ever. We had a big guy at the '84 Tigers. Best team of all time is the '84 Tigers. Doesn't matter what they say, because they're not going to agree. They'll say, "Oh, the 27 Yankees, '84 Tigers," and we had a pitcher who was not thin. Was it Aurelio Lopez? Because Willie Hernandez was thin.
Hey, Aiden. Aiden's requesting a tournament.
Yeah, we had Jack Morris, Milt Wilcox, Aurelio Lopez, also known as Senor Smoke, Willie Hernandez, and some other good pitchers.
Hey, Quinn. How's it going?
Yeah, Sparky was the manager. 84 Tigers. All right, for $1 trillion, the 84 Tigers, what was their record after 40 games?
They won in 39.
No, they're the best team ever.
Oh, they were the best?
Yeah.
I thought you said they were never any good.
The 84 and 68.
Oh, that was when they were
In
good?
2004, I think they made the World
So we'll
Series.
say we'll reverse it. 39 and 1. Does that ever happen?
No,
You,
no.
35
35 and 5.
Hey, I was close.
Yeah, that's crazy like Fox News. Yeah. All right, for $2 trillion,
Yeah.
who did the Tigers beat in the World Series in 84? I'll give you another hint.
I didn't even have the right
But
sport.
listen, yeah, baseball.
I didn't.
All right, now let me give you a really good hint. Okay, the team that they beat was owned by Ray Kroc. Ray Kroc owned McDonald's.
All right.
He's the McDonald's guy. So there you go.
You're not telling me a croc?
Okay, and I'll give you another hint. It was in California. It's a lot of hints.
Baseball. Yeah, I don't even know any baseball teams.
You know the Los Angeles Dodgers,
Now that you said it.
but you know it.
Yeah.
You've heard of them.
I've heard of them.
It wasn't them, but I'm just saying. You've
Oh.
heard of the California Angels? They're not the California
No.
Angels anymore. That's because they're the...
San
have you-
Diego
Right.
Chargers?
That's football.
Oh.
And also they moved to the Los
Darn.
Angeles Chargers now. They moved.
I don't know.
Have you heard of the Oakland A's?
No. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Have you heard of the San Francisco Giants?
Yeah.
Those are all baseball teams in California.
Oh, I
San
didn't know they
Diego
were baseball.
Padres.
Okay.
That's
I
the right
still
answer.
didn't know. I would have said they were football.
Right. San Diego Padres is the answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They had that really good hitter, and then he died. Pretty young. I think he was in his early 50s. Who's the great hitter the Padres had? I think his dad was a baseball player, too.
Hey, let's do some chess. I don't like sports.
Yeah, Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't thin
Come
either.
on, chess.
There's the famous saying, which I just made up now. Tony Gwynn was not thin.
Oh, really?
Great hitter, though. Yeah, I mean, great. Yeah. Man, Greg Maddux was great. Ask Karen. She's from Atlanta. Right? Greg Maddux.
I don't know anything about
Tom
him.
Glavine.
I've heard of him.
John Smoltz.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, these are all the three pitchers played at the same time.
Yeah, I know who Smoltz is.
Okay, let's go. Let's look at another game. Okay, this is against Robert J. Fischer, and I was 16. And this is the Robert J. Fischer, who's not Robert J. Fischer that you've heard of. This is another one. This guy used to live in Indiana, but I think he lives in North Carolina now. I forgot. He moved to the East Coast, I think. Kirby Puckett. Yeah, he wasn't small. Gwyneth Paltrow's hot? I wouldn't call her hot.
Who is
She's like a B minus.
What does she have to do with anything?
None.
Just random?
Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't say she's hot. You're like a B minus.
Yeah, I think she's very pretty, but
Yeah, she's not hot.
she's not. When I think I wouldn't use hot. To
Yeah,
describe
hot's
her.
the
I
wrong
agree with
word.
That
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
That's not the right word.
She's not ugly.
right.
Yeah,
No, she's
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, not ugly. Yeah, that'll show her. No, he's not a GM. He's like 2,200, this guy. Gwyneth is a B plus, extra credit for the crazy. Wow. That's good.
I didn't hear that she was crazy. I don't know much
Floyd
about her.
Patterson. Floyd
Yeah.
Patterson was told by Kennedy to fight for the championship with Sonny Liston. And then Sonny Liston beat Floyd Patterson to a pulp. But Kennedy said, you got to fight. He's all right. You're the president. Okay. So this won Best Endgame Prize at the Midwest Masters 1986. And the judge was Fred Lindsay. So that was a good judge.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the judge.
Yeah, I didn't know she was crazy.
So very boring game because I was 16. I'm not 12 anymore. Look how boring it is. You've never been so mad at how boring a chess game was.
Yeah, these are like my
Pretty
games.
good game so far. I like this game.
Yeah, she was good enough for Shakespeare.
Man, the guy threatened mate. That's not nice.
Oh, she's crazy like Fox News. Hey, Felix. Yeah, I just didn't know that about her.
So now we have opposite color bishop, symmetrical pawn structure. Looks pretty boring, right? But I'm better because always play bishop f3. Put it in h. Never play f6. So a4 is the key move of the game. Okay? The only way to win any endgame is to queen a pawn. And then a4, I have the closest pawn to queening. There's only one guy in my way. Now, I showed this position to Freddie Mercury. And what did he say about this pawn? Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. That joke didn't make any sense. Okay, b5, ridiculous. Yeah, I used to play good endgames when I was a little kid. Yeah.
Hey, C.L. Smith.
Look at me move my king up the board.
He said even at 16, you're old manning.
Right.
without
Okay, now, is rook takes c3 a good move or a bad move? Rook takes c3. Oops. I just randomly clicked on a square to get rid of the arrow. It wasn't good.
Is that a good move or a bad move?
Rook takes.
I'm not sure.
You can guess.
Let me just look for a second. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you're going to queen. Trade the rooks, but I don't know.
Yeah. The only person who likes this move is Magnus because he doesn't believe in fortresses. But yeah, once the bishop goes here, I can't legally win.
You can't really.
Right, so that's frankly
queen.
ridiculous. Right.
So yeah, I wouldn't.
So I move my king up because that's what I do. Bam! The winning move. Rook takes bishop.
I knew that was going to be the move.
Yeah, and then this pawn.
Can't stop it.
I've shown that before on stream. The rook takes. And he resigned here, if I remember. Yeah. See what the engine says? It says I'm +9. Delete variation.
Do we have a picture of young Ben Finegold? Yes, we have pictures.
Just go to the internet, go to Google, type in Ben Finegold. You'll see dozens of pictures of me between the ages of like 10 and 25.
I've got
dozens.
That whole folder in there that Virginia gave us.
That's even younger.
We have to put those.
That's between 5 and 10.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch that I need to hang up at the club that a local gave us. She's from
What school did Virginia go to?
Old school.
Now, you may think Virginia's old. And when I tell you this story, Karen's going to stare at me saying I'm the biggest liar who ever lived. And it's a true story. Are you ready for this?
I'm listening, but I'm also reading the chat.
But you won't even believe what I'm telling you.
All right.
Okay. Virginia, at some point, married Landenbergue, who was a Michigan chess person, like a president and on the board, and he played chess and so forth. Forever. Like your whole life and way before your life. Way before. Okay? Way before.
All right.
Like, if you know who your grandfather is, not as old as, okay. And Landenbergue played in a tournament in his honor, which I played in, when he was 104. Okay. Now, here's the part you're not going to believe. They were married eventually.
Virginia?
And yeah. And are you ready?
Yeah.
He's 40 years older than her.
She's pretty old.
Yeah, but he's 40 years older.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not alive.
Oh,
yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
She's barely alive.
Right. He's 40 years older than her. Yeah. He showed her. Yeah. No, he was playing chess in his hundreds. Yeah. And he was playing chess in his 20s. So he's playing a lot of chess. My favorite Landenbergue story, which doesn't make him look too good, his whole life he was about 1400. And in round 1 of the Motor City Open, like 40 years ago, he beat a 2200 in the first round. Right? Now here, are you ready for this? When the tournament was over, he had lost rating points that tournament.
I mean, that's not surprising.
If you beat a 2200 in a tournament here and you lost rating points in the tournament, that's not even possible. But he did it.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. Yeah. What's funny is Catface, Karen's older than me. Yeah. It's hard to understand. Karen looks about 15 years younger than
No,
me.
Catface knows that.
What's that?
Catface probably knows that.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah, no, they don't believe it. They're like, wait a minute, what? Yeah, yeah. Truth hurts.
Yes, I am. Alas.
It's not possible. He doesn't know. Yeah. They wrote a song about Karen. She can't be 55. Yeah. You know who sings that? The actual
Van
song.
Halen or Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar before Van Halen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big hair band person.
If you could call them people. Okay, so here's I already looked at this game. I'm going to say I played 92, because I got to say something, right? Now, I was 16, so I wasn't so bad at 16. I was 2400 when I was 16, USCF. So I probably played in the low 90s.
Yeah, 1 out of 3 ain't bad, Bonarici.
Yeah, I played 94.8. No blunders, no missed wins, 1 mistake. Yay, 25. And he played 86.9. Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Chess RX, how's it going?
This says he missed a win. What win did he miss? What are they talking about? Oh, he's winning here. A3, knight takes D5 is a forced win. What? Why? He's +4? What? Why is he +4? Let's see. I don't know what the best move is here. White's winning here, but I don't know why. Oh, no, that doesn't win. Oh, is it rook takes e7 and queen d4? No, I could play queen g5 then. I don't know what the forced win is here. Well, I'll play here and see what it says. That's best. Why is he winning here? Is it queen g4? Yeah. He's plus 15 here? God damn. Oh, if I play g6, queen d4 is just mate? I think so. Yeah, okay, now he mates me. Oh. I never realized I was losing that game because this looks like it's equal, but he's winning here. Because he's when he threatens mate, I can't really block his bishop. So my rook's attacked. Okay, so I was actually losing that game. I still played 94. And these people are like, I can't see the board. I literally, well, I care a little bit. Don't forget to have another train or something.
Yeah, we know they can't see the board.
Yeah, we know
when
that.
He doesn't.
Yeah, we know. We're showing a lot more than half the board. Right. No, we know that. When I analyze, you don't see that. That's the way it goes.
I don't think that Thelonious is still on the stream, but if he were, he could tell you that you don't need the whole board.
That's right. Recycling bottles. Yeah, that episode has a special place in my heart because I'm from Michigan. That's the Michigan bottle scam episode on Seinfeld. Did you want to hear every second of the episode? J.I. Hawk subscribed with Prime. Let's get another train going. All right, so here's what happened. In most states, if you return a bottle or a can that has a refund, it's 5 cents. In Michigan, it's 10. So they were going to collect all the bottles and cans they could find, millions of them, and drive to Michigan and return them. And, you know, Kramer had been, who was it? It was Newman and Kramer. And one of them had been thinking about it for years, but you can't do it. The other one figured out a way to do it by, like, stealing a mail truck and then putting, you know.
I saw it, but I can't remember it exactly.
Then they got off track because somebody stole Jerry's car and they were following him at some point.
Okay.
Didn't make any sense. But Suad Beitovich subscribed. Good. 500 centidues. Thanks, Thaddeus. Newman figured it out.
Are you going to stream it all from the World Open?
Yes. I'll be like, here's the game I lost, here's the next game I lost, etc. Yeah. Okay, next game. You're so next. This is my biggest swindle ever. And it was at my first time abroad. Oakham, 1986. If I wasn't so lazy, I could pick up the plate from the tournament. I probably should do that. Oh, God, I'm probably going to drop it. They gave us all this plate. That was from 1984, but I was there in 86. It's because the Queen visited for the 400th anniversary of the school, the Oakham School. Yeah, a little closer. Yeah. If you want me to be closer to you. And I still have the plate. Frankly, I could eat off of it. It would be delicious. Yeah. It's the most delicious thing that's ever been on a British plate because it's not British food. All right. Straight from the Straits of Sussex they are. Yay.
Ben, would you ever stream poker?
Nah, I doubt it.
I would love to stream poker, but...
Yeah. He went to college for bird law. That's good. Yeah. That plate was harassed. Yeah, okay. So this game is against the Canadian player Alex Kuznecov, who was higher rated than me. I was 16. First time abroad. And yeah, I did meet Anand at this tournament. And I played Anand at this tournament. Let's go, hype train. Okay, so the game is really boring. I'm just getting outplayed and losing. So we'll get to the good part. I used to play this a lot with White, this way of playing. Getting no advantage. My specialty was getting no advantage. That's just a boring equality. Bishop c4 looks stupid.
And what was your rating?
USCF 2400, FIDE 2280, I think. Man, I was so outplayed this game at some point. Not yet. Right now it's just equal. But I got outplayed. Rook takes c7 isn't the best. But it's still like should be a draw.
Yeah, that'd be bad if Ben dropped that plate on the string.
Not an exciting game. But somehow I just got totally crushed at some point. Yeah, he's already +1 here. Because he's got the C file. Yay, defense. Yeah, he's just totally... That's a blunder. Because I'm just losing all my queenside pawns now. That was dumb. Oh, I wanted to get the C file. That's why I did that. Yeah, now he's +5. Yeah, he should just play A4 here. But he's greedy. Takes my second pawn, which also wins. That way he can play king g6. So he's messing this up, but he's still winning. Man, I played bad this game. I should feel bad. Okay, so as you can see, Karen, this is move 40. Time control was 40 moves in 2 hours. And on this 40th move, he played A4, which is correct, and I played here. So now it's his 41st move, and he thought 15 minutes here. And he blundered. If he plays bishop e7, he's just completely winning. I can't stop that. But after thinking for 15 minutes, he played here. And he saw I could take, and he saw he would go here, and now he's going to queen with check. If I play rook a8, he plays rook a5. So he thought forever to make sure that his king was safe. His king is safe, except for one thing. Okay, only legal move. Right. So as was the style at the time, I put it in
H.
Put it in H. Yeah, white's winning now. E queen with check. Played here. Now, true story. This was a junior tournament, which they had many years in Oakham, England, northern part of England. And at some point, John Nunn showed up, and he was lecturing the morning after about whatever he wanted to lecture about. But some of it was showing the games. He showed this. But more importantly, for reasons I don't understand, Short, Spielman, and Nunn walked into the tournament room now. I don't know why Short was there or Spielman. Nunn was actually doing some work. I mean, they weren't in the neighborhood. It's in Oakham. Nobody's ever been to Oakham. You go to somebody from London and say, where's Oakham? They're like, what are you talking about? No, nobody's heard of Oakham. But they were all there, and they all walked up to my game now. So they must have thought I was the greatest genius of all time. Because I'm winning, and I'm a queen down. If they saw the game earlier, they would know better. I have another funny story that's related. One time I was playing pool in a pool hall, and I was on fire. I've never been on fire. I was the best player in the world. I mean, every shot, every game. I ran the table every game. And if you walked in the pool hall and saw me play, you'd think I was great. But if you walked in any other time and you'd realize in 10 seconds I'm the worst. But somehow, I don't know what it was, I was on fire. Then that was it. Then I was bad the rest of my life. Yeah, I played great for an hour of my life. I was just great. Then that was it. Then terrible. So it's like this. Wow, he's a queen down. He's mating him. What a genius. As long as they didn't see the previous part of the game where I suck. King g2 is actually inaccurate, but it doesn't matter. King h2 is better. All right, now Karen. Okay, I'll turn this off. White has one move that wins. Every other move loses. Sort of like I lost the train. Terrible.
Let's see.
Drop that historic plate.
Okay, check takes there.
Those were the days. Yeah, I used to go to the pool hall in 1986, 87, and Howard Vickery played there in Columbus, Ohio. Man, he was good. Watching him play was good. Other people weren't as good. Frankly, terrible.
I'm not sure. Maybe knight f6.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's the only winning move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if he plays f6 in this position, then only knight f6 wins. Same thing. Mm-hmm. Now, the reason king g2 is slightly less accurate than king h2 is he checked me. And now I have one winning move again.
Let me see if you want. I don't think you want to take it. Maybe king h2.
Right. Otherwise, he checks me with his queen.
Right.
Yeah, and then I'm losing. Yeah, put it in h, and then he resigned because g5 mate is unthinkable. I wouldn't think of it. Yeah, that game I didn't play well. I was going to say I played in the 70s or something. Earl Strickland and Efren. Yeah, I saw Earl Strickland played a pool tournament in Columbus. Efren Reyes was my favorite player at that time. Yeah. There was another guy who was really good. Thin, left-handed Mike something. Who was the thin left-handed guy? It wasn't that thin. He was short. Short and left-handed. Who am I thinking of? This is a pool question. I think his name was Mike, but I could be wrong about that. Then it'd be hard to figure out his name. Mike Siegel. No, not Seidel. Siegel. Right? Schmeigel. Every name is close to the one I think it is. I think it was Siegel. Yeah, he was good. Mike Kummer, Mike Kummer was alive. Yeah. He plays pool too? What? Why was knight f4 wrong? Knight f4 is bad. Because after knight here, he can't move his f-pawn. After knight f4, he plays f6. Never play f6. Stopping g5 mate, and then I lose. After here, he can't play f6, so I never let him play f6. That's why knight f4 was wrong. Yeah. Right, I used to watch Steve Davis all the time when I lived in Belgium, 88 to 92. Also, he was the president of the English Chess Federation, Steve Davis. Same Steve Davis. There's a book written by somebody, David Norwood maybe, and Steve Davis writes the foreword about how he quit chess because it was too boring. Then he played snooker. I mean, if you want to know what's boring, it's snooker. Yeah. You got to really understand snooker to find it not boring, which I do.
I've never played snooker.
Well, you played it?
I've never played it.
Yeah. If you've never seen snooker and you watch it,
it,
you're like, where do I change the channel? But I've played snooker. And also the fact that I'm not saying snooker, the British are like, what? He's mispronouncing it. Mm-hmm. Now, what's funny is in The Hustler, they go to the guy's basement and he has a billiard. He has a table with no pockets. He plays 3 cushion billiards. Mm-hmm. What you do is there's 2 red balls and a white ball. The white ball hits one of the red balls. Then the white ball goes 3 cushions and hits the other red ball. That's 1. And you play to like 15 or something. And the best players in the world at that, when I lived in Belgium, were in Belgium. And there was one guy in particular who was the best in the world. But even if you said his name, I not remember because it is 35 years ago. No, snooker's not boring if you like it like I do.
I mean, I like regular pool, so I don't know why I don't like it.
Yeah.
I would have to say it's accurate to say I'm the pool champion in our household, although we haven't had an official match. We should have one. Your silence tells me you don't agree.
Yeah, I'm not good anymore.
Me neither.
Yeah. He's Dutch. Yeah, I don't know who it is.
Yeah, we have a pool table.
All I know is go Belgium. Yeah, we have a pool table and a ping pong table. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've seen Ronnie O'Sullivan play poker, or snooker. I was watching snooker 88 to 92 when I lived in Belgium. It was on BBC. What am I supposed to do? I used to watch darts, and most of the best darts players were just fat guys who were drinking beer all the time, but they were great.
Yeah.
I mean, they were really good. Yeah. But yeah, they weren't like in great shape. You know, they were in beer drinking shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pool, snooker, 3-ball, all the time on Facebook. Let's see. Usually I'm asleep during the Arena Kings, but 3 weeks in a row I was making videos at the same time for chess.com. So I might play in the future. I'm not a big Arena Kings fan. It's all right. Usually I'm asleep.
Yay.
The fourth inning is the beer inning. Yeah. We know how to play softball. There's a Simpsons episode C.L. Smith is referencing. Mm-hmm. They're playing softball, and before the game, it's like the nuclear power plant versus the police. So before the game, the umpire's explaining the rules to them. He says, if you get a double, you have to drink a beer. And he says, if you do this, you have to drink a beer. If you do this, you have to drink a beer. And the fourth inning is the beer inning. And then Chief says, yeah, we know how to play softball. Yeah, that's what he was referencing. Yay. Shave those sideburns, Mattingly. Kuhlmans might be the right name. Raymond Kuhlmans sounds familiar. I've heard that name. I think that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah, we should stream some pool sometime.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to see how I play because it's going to yell at me. Don't look at how I played because you won't be married to me anymore. It's going to say I played like 10. Yeah, I didn't play well this game. I probably played I'm going to say 80. That's my guess.
Ben doesn't sound too confident in his pool skills.
I played 76.2. He played 93, but I won. See? Something.
Yeah, you did. No, I feel very confident I would win the pool. More confident than I felt about the tennis.
Then we have to do it.
I have to get Spencer to corroborate my pool skills.
We just got to play.
I'm up for it. Let's stream it.
Are we playing 8-ball or 9-ball?
8-ball.
Yeah, see, 9-ball's the game that I played, but I can play 8-ball. All right, for $1 trillion.
I'll play whatever you want to play.
For $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Okay, in the Hustler, they're playing straight pool.
Yeah.
How many balls do you have to make to win a straight pool game?
A straight pool game? I don't know.
125.
Wow.
Yeah, you just keep running.
Yeah.
No, we actually could just play. I mean, it doesn't take long. We can just play first to win 7 games, 8-ball and 9-ball. Just do both.
Yeah. Let's have a tournament like ping pong.
A tournament?
Some various
Now in ping pong, do I have to wear a blindfold and play with my left hand?
No.
Oh, snap.
No. I think that I have chances. Now I'm gonna give you that you're better than me at ping pong, but I am definitely better than you at pool.
Also, you're better than me at tennis and chess.
Yeah. I've never said I was better than you at chess.
No, but I am.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I'm saying...
No, I'm saying you're better than me at chess. No. Reds KRM subscribed. Hooray.
Hey, Curious Chimpanzee.
That's not a remake. That's a sequel. 200 cents to juice, Curious Chimpanzee.
I know Ben doesn't sound convinced. He doesn't want to admit I'm ever better at anything, but I am better at pool. He's better than me than ping pong by a margin, a very thin margin. Tennis, he and I just disagree. I think that I can beat him.
In the Hustler, he says, I can beat him in pool, in the no pockets. And George C. Scott says, you can beat him or you will beat him. For you, those are two different things. And he says, I can beat him. That was funny. That was a funny answer. I can beat him, Bert.
No, I want to do the billiards now. I feel like my honor's on the line or something.
Something, yeah. Did you forget about it yet?
No, we'll set it up.
Yeah.
Coming soon. Put up
yay,
or shut up.
1 cent to do. Thank you. Biggest donation I've had in a while.
We'll have to have some bets.
Did you ever watch Luther Lassiter on TV? I did. Yeah. Talk about different class of players, man. Willie Mosconi is one of the greatest players ever. Minnesota Fats is a fat guy. And so forth. But to be fair, Minnesota Fats was fatter than Willie Mosconi. So, in The Hustler, Willie Mosconi is, not only is he he's the advisor.
Yeah.
He did the pool shots that were tricky for Paul Newman when you didn't see Paul Newman, when you just saw hands. That was Willie Mosconi. He's in the movie, too. He's the guy that holds the stake money when they first play. That is Willie Mosconi. He's in the movie for 5 seconds. Feline 999. Hooray. Yeah, Jackie Gleason shot his own shots. Yeah. Yeah, and Piper Laurie was great, and there were some other famous actors. Yeah, I said it was a sequel, not a remake. I just said that. Damn, terrible. Yeah, Gleason was a reasonable pool player. Wouldn't say he was top. From Willie. Hooray. Go billiard.
So let's do our we can do our billiard stream towards like in August sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll set it up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see
Okay.
if Spencer wants in on it.
So I'm 17, and this was at the U.S. Open in 1987 for $1 trillion. Where was the U.S. Chess Open in 1987? If I give you the state, you'll get it.
Probably not.
No, if I give you the state, you'll get it.
I doubt it.
You will.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oregon.
I don't know. Did you tell me already or something?
No, but you could probably name one city in Oregon.
Portland.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you name another city in Oregon?
Eugene.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you could have been wrong, I guess. Yeah, Portland. That was a nice U.S. Open.
That's all I know.
Yeah, I like that tournament. I got 6 wins and 6 draws. That's the tournament where Walter Brown got 3/4 of a point. Yeah, complicated
Man,
tournament.
it's hot in here.
So take off all your clothes.
It's got to be hot if I'm hot.
Ken West, that was already said in the chat. Terrible. I do have a trick shot. I do it like 1 out of 3 times I make it. The other 2 times I don't.
The only thing I have to practice before the match is my break. My breaks aren't good anymore.
Terrible. Yeah.
But
Frankly, delicious.
I feel like all my shots are, 80% there. I don't have any trick shots. I just shoot them in. That's all I do.
Now,
One after the other.
Medford, Oregon, that's the city from Strangers on a Train, right? Is that what it's called? Strangers on a Train? The Hitchcock movie. Is that what it's called? And somebody's from Medford, Oregon, like somebody, like the guy who was the witness. I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, snakes on a plane. 100 sentences. He knows you don't like Bill Burr, so he asked, "What do you think of Bill Burr?"
I saw
He
that.
knows you don't like.
I
Bill Burr.
ignored you.
Yeah. Right. And Minnesota Fats did take his name for the movie, and then he claimed it was the other way around, and then Walter Tevis was furious. Okay, so now there's something you always wondered. She never wondered it. Who did I go to Moscow with? And he's in that picture. The answer is him, Joey Waxman. He was at 2200 from California. I don't think he ever got to 2300. He just played chess. Yeah. Etc. A lot of comedians are smart. Bill Burr is not one of them. That's funny. Quarantine players. Okay, so here this game didn't last very long. She said, Queen C2 Nimzo, like the series I just made.
That's right.
Knight C6 is unusual. It's okay though. Yeah, so I was 17 when this is played, so I played E4. I never play E4 in these positions. I always play E3. E4 is probably better. I was always scared now, but I wasn't scared then. I played a lot of tennis at this tournament. I played tennis almost every day at the 87 U.S. Open. Go 87 U.S. Open. Yeah, that was fun. Okay. We drove cross country both ways and camped. Camping's not good. Yeah, camping's the worst. Yeah, G6 is terrible, obviously, frankly. Horrible move. He's already lost. Put it in B4. A5 is also terrible. Go, Ben. I'm the best. Yeah, his position's really bad, and he should feel bad. He blundered somewhere around here. He played F6, which the engine says is fine, but obviously it's F6. Yeah, so obviously he's lost. Now here he blundered. What he has to do here is sacrifice the exchange and let me take his rook on C8. And then he's lost, but he made a worse move. F6 is terrible. I don't know why the engine says F6 is okay. It's terrible. Yeah, he's like lost after this. So he played rook C7, the obvious move, because I'm attacking his rook and bishop. That loses immediately. Okay, I took this and he resigned. Let's pretend he didn't resign and played rook takes knight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, white wins immediately there. What's the winning move after rook takes knight?
All right, let's
Go,
see.
Karen. When I was 17, I had some very good beer. With a fake ID, my name was Brian McGee. I stayed up listening to Queen when I was 17. I'm so confused when Homer decides not to drink beer for a month because, Marge insisted, I guess. He pours all the beer in the house down the drain instead of just, keeping it there.
I don't know,
I didn't understand that.
Maybe Queen E4.
That's correct. Then it's Forktown according to C.L. Smith, right? Yeah. That was pretty good because he's like 2,200 something, and I beat him like without any effort. I like not using any effort. That's my specialty. All right. That game I definitely played at least 90. If I didn't, I'm going to destroy the computer Naroditsky style, and then we'll buy a new one. When I was 7, the computer's breaking. What's going on? 99.2. 0 inaccuracy, 0 mistakes, 0 blunders, 0 missed wins. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So this game was 17 moves, and he made 4 best moves. And it's a slow game, and he's 2,200. What? He made 4 best moves out of 17? That doesn't sound like 2,200. That sounds like not 2,200. God damn. He played 64.3. I guess I was cheating with an engine, even though it was 1987. Not sure how I was doing that. Yay, hooray for Ben. I think I'm better at any age than I am now. So what's funny is...
You would love to see the Young Beautiful band?
Yeah, that's got to go to some other universe for that. Now, look, a person you've never heard of, about 5% of them have heard of him. Arthur Dake. Arthur Dake was playing in U.S. championships and Olympiads in the 1930s and 40s. He actually was at this tournament because I think he's from Portland. And he was 87 or 78. I forgot, I'm dyslexic. I think he was 78. I played him and we drew. And 2 funny things happened at that tournament with him that I saw. After we drew like, I don't know, in 20 moves, we didn't play very much. He said, I've played like Lasker, Alekhine, Capablanca, and on and on. And then I thought he would say something after that, like, and you suck, or, and you're better than all of them, and I've beaten all the... But he said that, then he just walked away. I've played this, and then he walked away. So there was no end to that. Okay, but the funniest thing was there was a luncheon in his honor. The USCF was honoring him for being old. And he said, it's great to be here at the 1977 U.S. Open. Close. 1987, but he was close. Yeah. Arthur Dake. D-A-K-E. Arthur was my grandma. Wow, hard to believe. There's a book about Arthur Dake. Yeah, Arthur Dake. Yeah. Go Arthur Dake. Yeah, he went to old school. Let's see. Go Nightbot. Yay, 99.2. Okay, now, Karen is guaranteed to fall asleep during this game. This is the most boring game I've ever won.
This is the last game I can watch.
Yeah, I was 19. Mm-hmm. Now, I lived in Belgium, and I went back to Michigan to visit my family, and I played the Michigan Masters Experts. So this guy's like 2070, and I was 19, so I was pretty good. And I was black against him, and I played my Petrov. Go Petrov. If you've ever seen a game more boring than this, let me know. And when I showed Karpov this game, and he said, I've never played a game. I'm not good enough to play that game. And I said, I know it. And then Carlson said, am I good enough to play that game? And Karpov and I went, no. Yeah, I imperceptibly outplay him. This is the only game ever played where the game report says I played over 100. All that stuff was made up, but it sounded good.
Hey, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat as soon as we're done. No, I'm going to wait. One more game, then I have to go work.
Okay, now watch this Petrov. Nobody's more boring. I'm the boringest. It says I'm better. Not much. I very slowly outplay him because, when I was 19, I was already old. Bishop d7, exclam. Bishop c6 actually was a mistake. This is all zeros. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Yay, I'm the best. That's a big mistake. Now I'm winning. Yay, bishop e8. I'm too good. Hooray. And then he resigned. Hooray for me. If he takes my knight or moves his bishop anywhere else, I have mate. This actually isn't the game I was thinking of. I was thinking of another Petrov that was more boring than this that I won. This game I wasn't thinking of at all. This is the wrong game. I guess I beat the guy so many times I'm confused. Right, sweetie?
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't play well this game. Man, that was a big tease. But Karen was hungry, so I had to show the game quickly. Yeah, I don't think I played well that game. I played in the 80s. Mm-hmm. That's not the game I was thinking of. I'm pretty sure I beat him in a Petrov that was more boring than that. I'm thinking of the right guy. I played 97.1. All right, that's okay. 0 everything, see? 0 good moves. Yeah. He played 91. 97 is good for a game that I got confused about. Okay, you have to stay for one more game. There's only one more.
Okay, one more. How late are you streaming?
When this game's over, I'm done.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just showing these games. Now, this game, we both get checkmated. Normally, you can't both get checkmated, but the exception proves the rule.
All right.
Yeah. Like if two kids were playing this game in a scholastic event, they both would have said they won and shown the position, and the arbiter would have furrowed his brow in a vain attempt to understand the situation. Right, sweetie? Yeah. Karen?
Maybe. Let's see it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm white. Queen c2 Nimzo, obviously. This was in Prague in 1990, so I'm 20. I used to play bishop g5. I used to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now I'm actually losing a pawn by force, but I have good compensation. Because, this is weak, and this is weak, and his king, and, So the engine says it's about equal. Yeah, it says that's a blunder. Now I'm winning. Yay. And that's a blunder, too. And this says knight takes e4 wins, and he played knight takes e4. Now, Karen always has these kinds of positions, and she just totally outcalculates the opponent, and they resign. Right, sweetie?
Yeah.
Who's the most confused? Probably me. I must have seen knight takes e4 and I played bishop h4 and I just miscalculated it. Because it says I'm losing now. It says if I just play like a boring move like bishop d3, I'm winning. But, all right. So I took this, stopping knight takes queen and attacking his queen and stopping him from taking that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now he played the winning move. There's only one move that wins. Knight f5, he played it. Okay, then I played queen f4. That's the best move. He played that. That's the best move. And this says he's plus 1,000 here. This says I'm dead lost. Okay, it doesn't like that move at all. It says d5 is winning. But he played this, and then I castled queenside, and now it says like he's slightly better. Oops. And then we drew. Always repeat. Oops, says that's good. He always sacked the exchange. Yeah, it says that's a mistake. He should have played queen f4 and he's better. What's funny is the engine says I should play king b1 here instead of defending my pawn. Always play king b1. Because queen here and queen takes pawn is annoying. And it's check when I play king b2. But he didn't play it. Now he wants to play rook a8. And he did. Yeah, now I'm winning. Yay. Now, the spectators and the arbiter all went up to our game at this point, which is weird, and said, stop the game, it's too exciting. And what's funny is the arbiter was Zoidberg, which is funny because Futurama didn't exist yet.
We leave for the World Open Wednesday night.
Wednesday afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, then maybe I told Aviv the wrong thing because I thought it was a night.
No, we leave about, our flight leaves at like 2.
Oh, okay, so Archer can't do a lesson at 11.
No.
All right, change it.
So here, white has one move that wins.
Thursday on the train, trying to learn? Let's see. One move that wins. Oh, excuse me. Let me see if there's...
Karen said stop the game, it's too boring. Buxton 5, yay. Go Hawks.
Go there. I was just worried about it.
Right, so
Queen c3 takes.
right, so I allowed it because I was 20, so I was goodly good.
Yeah, I was looking at the rook take, so I was just trying to figure out what happened.
Are you scared? You should be. Now black's threatening mate in 1, and the main defense allows mate in 1, so gotta watch it.
Excuse me.
But I was 20, so I could calculate.
Maybe rookie 2.
Let's see, rookie 2.
Yeah.
It says here, 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 threatening this and this.
Oh, yeah.
And then it says I lose.
Why don't I see?
So this game was played so long ago, the en passant rule did not exist. So I played A4. Now he can't play rook A1 mate or B takes A2 mate. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
So he played rook takes.
Okay.
Now he has unstoppable mate, so I resigned. The problem is I have unstoppable mate.
Mm-hmm.
So I played check. Okay, if he plays king f8, this is mate. If he plays king h7, queen takes f7 and mate next move. If he plays knight g7, then all 3 of these moves are mate because my bishop defends h7 and this is pinned. So the last move I didn't look at was king here. Also, I didn't look at queen g7, which is no good. Then I checked, and now he resigned, which is very insulting. He shouldn't resign. Okay, now, this is the only legal move, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I have one move that's mate in one. Mate in one. Confusing the audience.
Let's see. That's not mate in one.
Mate in one's hard.
Let's see. Oh no, wait, that's not right. Oh yeah, it is right. There's a pin. Queen h5. I mean queen h4.
Checkmate. Confusing the audience. Then he checkmated me, and the arbiter was confused. It's like, who checkmated who first? Yeah. I like that game because, that was cool. Wait, was that in Prague? Yeah, it was in Prague. Yeah, I came in second.
Yeah, I'm always the slowest.
Eckhard Schmidt deal came in first, your favorite German player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was my teammate in Dortmund. Go Schmidt deal. I played him in the last round. Yeah.
Been lectured on this game before?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I was 20, so I calculated. That game was the worst game I've shown. I was losing that game. I blundered a lot. That's the worst. This is going to have the lowest score of all my games. Boo, boo. I like the game against Joey Waxman where I played 99.2. I probably cheated. Not sure how. I played 95.1? What? I mean, I didn't play well that game. He played 80.5. Yay. Even when I played bad, I played good. Yeah. I didn't play well, that's for sure. Yeah, Prague was fun. We should go to Prague. And then we should go to Rome again and see the Under the Colosseum. They wrote a song about it. Under the Colosseum in Rome, under the Colosseum, we'll be having some fun. Under the Colosseum. So the Colosseum in Rome, you can go, they opened up the part you could never go to before, where they were hanging out before they got killed. Frankly, ridiculous. It hasn't been open in 2,000 years. I knew it was 2,000 years because I asked Rex, and he was like, I remember when it was open, then they closed it. Oh, snap. And then Virginia agreed.
Next time I can show some of those pictures on the stream. Since people want to see them.
Yeah. All right, thanks for watching. Also, etc. Mainly, etc. Yeah, and then tomorrow, I'm probably going to start at 8. You think we'll be here by 8 after your dad's memorial?
Probably.
Yeah, I'll just tell them make my 7 to 9, 8 to 9.
Yeah.
And if we're not here by 8, I'll tell them again. So I'll stream tomorrow 8 to 11, and then I'll stream like 7 to 10:30 on Sunday. All times Eastern and Substandard time. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Thanks
see
for
you.
watching.